All right. Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Listen, I told y'all we're 1 and 1:30, and I think I just cracked the egg of 1:30, and we here, and everything is good, and I'm glad to be here with y'all. So we're gonna get this thing popping, make it off. You know why? Because it's the daily go get ism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. All right, today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, because I said it was the daily go get ism show, but it's not. The Urban Therapy with Sun show. I am your host, Sons. All right, show's over. Yo, thanks for coming out, y'all. Peace. No, this is Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. And today we are talking about only when I drink, only when I smoke, only when I'm in a relationship. So we're going to talk about the things that you do, but you may not do on a regular basis. You may not do on a normal schedule. You may only do these things when you are under the influence or when you are relaxing or when you are hooked up with somebody. Let's talk about, let's go into this thing talking about when you're hooked up with somebody. There are certain things that people only do when they are hooked up with somebody. There are certain things that people only do when they are going with somebody, when they are in a deep relationship, when they are pursuing somebody, when somebody's pursuing them, when they get married, when the family thing is going. There are certain things that people do. For example, there are some women who may not keep a tidy house, whether it's theirs or anywhere else that they live. But maybe when they're in a relationship, they may be more neat, more orderly, more domesticated, if you want to call it that. So they may let the OCD kick in when they are in a relationship. I've known women who will clean their own crib and clean their boyfriend's crib too. Now today, a lot of today's women will say, "Oh, yeah, he could clean his own crib. He could do this for himself. He could blah 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 blah." Blah. Listen. Let that woman live. If that's what she wants to do, that's how she feels. When she's in a relationship, let her go ahead and rock. What's it to you? You ain't got to do it. But those are one of the things that I've known some women to do when they are in a relationship. Same thing as cooking, cleaning, washing clothes. They may slack on those things, let them go for days, weeks, whatever, when they are single. But when they are in a relationship, they might really get it in like that. There's some people who are all over social media trolling like crazy, but when they get in a relationship, no more social media. And that kind of lets you know what they kind of use social media for. I've always said, and you don't, and you may or may not agree with this, but if you are if you look at social media as a dating app or as a means for meeting new people to date, to mess around with, then if you meet somebody on social media, then you probably are going to be suspicious of their activity if they remain on social media after you have gotten with them. I mean, that's an easy math equation. Okay, I met him or her on social media. They were very flirty on social media. We got together directly from social media. So now that we're together and they're still on social media, and you know that you weren't the only one that they were flirty with, that they were extra friendly with, and that they probably were trying to hook up with, then you probably don't want them on social media. And as a courtesy, you might stay off social media also. Like, no, I don't want any of those social media influences to be messing up this good thing that I have here. So some people stay off social media when they are in a relationship. What are some other things that people might or might not do when they're in a relationship? What's going on, Stacey White? Good to see me. Some you. Some people go out a lot. They go out, they party, drink, smoke, whatever. They like to, they might be out of the house all the time. But when they get into a relationship, they might want to be home a lot. They might want to be laid up a lot. They might want to be, have them under the wing and be laying around and being cuddly, wetly, and affectionate. So they might not go out as much. Maybe what they were looking for when they went out doesn't apply when they get into a relationship, because maybe when they get into a relationship, everything that they were going out for has come home. It's come full circle. And now I don't need to go out. I don't need to go out. I don't need to be in nobody's face. I don't need nobody in my face. I got my girl in my face. I'm in the face of my girl. I got my man in my face. I'm in the face of my man. So, those are some of the things that a person might not do except for when they're in a relationship. So when they're in a relationship, there's another one. Well, the going out part is also, there's some people that you probably can't find anymore once they get into a relationship. You might have a friend or sister, brother, cousin, whatever, that is always around you, always wants to go out, always wants to do things. Somebody that you hear from an awful lot, except when they get into a relationship. When they get into a relationship, they pour all of their time and energy into that relationship. So you don't hear from them anymore. And you know that the next time that you hear from them a lot, then you know that something must be going bad in their relationship, or they already broke up. I know I've known that situation plenty of times. I've seen that situation plenty of times. Plenty of times. And you may have also, you might have teased the person who it applies to, like, oh, you and your girl y'all must be having little problems. Y'all must be on the outs. Because we ain't seen you in the pool hall in a minute. We ain't seen you at the bowling alley in a minute. We ain't seen you on the corner in a minute. You ain't hung out with us in a minute. I ain't seen you at the club in a minute. I ain't seen you at the bar in a minute. All you do is work and go home and get dome. I know that it's feeling good, but I see you here, standing right in my face in a bad way. Yeah, I see you stood. I don't know. There's some people who you just don't hear from when they're in a relationship. When they're not in a relationship, you're their best friend. You are everything, and everything is you, baby. You are everything, and everything is you. There's just some things that people do when they are in a relationship, but only when they're in a relationship. I mean, a lot of women don't like to cook, but they'll do it when they're in a relationship. Stuff like that, you know. And so this can apply to something good, it can apply to something bad, it can apply to a lot of things. A lot of things, you know what I mean? But so I want y'all to open it up a little bit. Like, what are some of the things that y'all know? Because I'm going to give y'all examples, but I'm not going to be able to give y'all all the examples. What are some of the things that that people do? Some people do only when they're in a relationship. Only from your observance, even if it's just you, when they're in a relationship. What do you know? What do you know? What have you seen? What have you experienced? What have you experienced? All right. Um, so y'all can give me some info on that. If you so please. Also, all right. So since the title of the show is only when I drink, only when I smoke. Okay, now Oh, well, we can merge the two if I think about it. But on the drinking thing, not everybody drinks. Not everybody drinks. I used to drink. I don't drink anymore. A lot of people either don't drink anymore, don't drink as much as they did. before, or they never used to drink. I've known all three types easily. But there are some things that people do when they are under the influence of alcohol. Under the influence of alcohol. Under the influence of alcohol. And unfortunately for alcohol, most of the things that people do under the influence of alcohol is not a good thing. Not a good thing. Alcohol is one of those things. It's amazing to me that alcohol is legal. Because when you think about the things that people get into, the trouble that people get into, the shit that gets started because somebody was drinking. And when you're drinking, you ain't thinking. When you're drinking, you ain't positive thinking. There is almost nobody on this earth that is a better person when they drink alcohol. I would say zero. A better person? A different person, yes. A better person, no. Not under the influence of alcohol. Too many people have embarrassed themselves and sometimes ruined their entire reputation because of a few drinks. People have gotten fired from jobs over a few drinks. So yeah, alcohol isn't one of those things that make you feel like I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when I'm under the no. I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. Although I'm good all by myself. When I'm with you, you make me you make me you make me better. So boy, build and destroy. What's going on? What's going on, so boy? That's it. Some people hear the crying. Oh, some people have the crying blues when they drink. Oh, yo, I wasn't even thinking about that one. Yeah, they have the crying blues when they drink, or a mild person get violent when they drink. The Rams only when they drink. I have seen people transform when they drink. That's what I was saying. I don't know any people that become better people under the influence of alcohol. Alcohol don't make you a better person. It makes you a different person. And if you can stand it, it might make you a cool person, or a more friendly person to some people. But the more you drink, the darker it's going to start to get. Alcohol makes you it starts to close the curtain. Alcohol starts to draw the shades on you. The more you drink, the darker it starts to get. More of the light starts to get blocked out the more that you drink. But that's a good one, Savoy. The crying drunk. Yeah. No, I'm for real, man. Like ever since my hamster died, man, I've been different. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, to me, it wasn't just a hamster. Like that mouse knew that mouse, rat, whatever. It's like we had a connection. Like sometimes when I would laugh, that's when it would get on his little wheel and start, and I would already be laughing. That would make me laugh harder. It was like that was his way of connecting with me. And oh my God. Because there's a connection between man and hamster that a lot of people don't know. You know what I mean? There is a human hamster connection. Myron, no, Myron. The crying drunk. You probably would never see them cry. They probably hard as nails when they sober. But you get a couple of drinks in them and they start boo-hooing. Boo-hooing. TK Ray says, can you see my comment? Which one? Hi, family? Oh, no, I don't see. Oh, wait a minute. You said, if not, it says that some people become intimately free only in a relationship. I do not see that anywhere. I didn't see that. It's not on here. Oh, shit. Naturalista Rap. She said, I'm a crying drunk. Oh, shit. No drinks for Naturalista Rap. No. Because alcohol brings back the man. If you think you got over anything, when you get a couple of drinks in you, alcohol is gonna bring that shit out. You know what I mean? Old arguments. You thought y'all got past that. Bygones was bygones. You know what I'm saying? We left the past in the past. Let somebody get a couple of drinks. And we're like, well, I mean, yeah, I know we cool. We made up for it and everything. But, the truth of the matter is you never really said you were sorry for what you did. And you did do what you did. That's what alcohol is going to make them do. Alcohol is the I remember what you did drug. It's the, like Savoy was saying, people get the Rams and shit. But yeah, alcohol is the, yeah. I ain't forget when you tried to touch my butt in the third grade. I ain't forget that shit. I ain't forget it. I'll never forget it. The crying drunk. I still know what you did last summer drunk. And like TK Wright says, some people become sexually free. Oh, no. She said when they're in a relationship. Okay, wait a minute. Well, let's go back to that. It says some people become intimately free only in a relationship. So intimately free, you mean like they'll do certain sexual acts when they're in a relationship? All right. So are you saying that to say that when they're not in a relationship, they may still be sexually active, but they may be inhibited? Like, for example, I have known some people who will not do oral unless they are in a committed relationship. Now, that makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, from a woman's standpoint, like, you don't know where the nigga dick been. If it ain't his, if it ain't yours, or the declaration that it's yours, it hasn't been. But nowadays, it seems like everybody just, I don't know, But I did used to hear that. Like, if I'm not in a relationship, you're not getting no head. But if I'm in a relationship, you know what I mean? I suck, swallow, spit it up to the ceiling, catch it back in my, all kinds of, super crazy freak tricks, stuff like that. Yeah, so some people might only do oral when they're in a relationship, or anal, you know what I mean? I To be real with you though, if you do anal outside of your relationship, you a different motherfucker. You different. Out of all sexual acts, I think that should only be done out of all, if you gonna do it, because I'm not a fan of anal at all. But if you gonna do anal, that should be your man. You should not give up the ass if it's just a yeah me. Because and you gotta say that because some women swear by anal. You be thinking that it's only these dudes out here who like anal. There are some women who swear by anal. Like the women who like anal, they be like, yo, ain't nothing like anal. Like them vaginal orgasms, they aight, but them anal orgasms, they're like, oh, it takes you to the moon. That's what they say. But if you just give anal to just anybody, like, man, listen. Woo! Okay. Savoy says she was cool any other day. Once she started drinking, she was always crying. Mm-hmm. Naturally, rap says a hamster though. Yeah, man, Myron. Ah, God bless Myron. Oh no. God, why did you have to take Myron away from me? But I know he's somewhere up in the sky on the hamster wheel. Somewhere up in the sky on the hamster wheel. Somewhere up in heaven on the hamster wheel. Yeah, up in heaven on the hamster wheel. Up in the sky on the hamster wheel. Yeah, all up in heaven on the hamster wheel. Yeah, up in the sky on the hamster wheel. Myron. Stacey White says, I'm very friendly when I drink. How much you drink? Because I know some people that was like Johnny Good Times. You know what I mean? When they drank until they kept drinking and it starts to get dark. That's when the clouds start coming. Because the drinking is violent. The more you drink, then, you start passing out, blacking out, throwing up and all of that kind of stuff. So then, yeah, you got to put the cap on the drinking. Oh, Stacey also says, I know how to control my drinks. Okay. Every drunk says that, though. Savoy says, I was a party drunk. Like, I don't never dance. I don't never dance on a regular basis. I go to a party, I play the wall, I chill, get a couple of drinks in. I'm like, okay. Party drunk. That's what's up. Naturally, the rap says, if I'm drunk, I'm poking my butt out like, hey, yo, remember that? I'm dead. Yo, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yo, I'm taking this whole bottle of pills. I'll do it. I'm dead. Yo. Okay. DK Ray says there are things that I will not do if I'm not with you. Okay. All right. So boy says I was about to say something vulgar, but it's Sunday. I mean, shouldn't you be able to say whatever you want on a Sunday? That's the day when God rested, ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it? Okay. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, man? So yeah, under the influence of alcohol. Listen, under the influence of alcohol, for real, that some people probably, but I definitely know some people who do not have sex or cannot have sex or will not have sex unless they get a couple of drinks in them. There are plenty of people out there that are very inhibited sexually, physically, or whatever. You get a couple of drinks in them, the legs fly open. You know what I mean? Like them, you know them doors, those doors that flap in and out. They're not really doors. What are they like? Accordion doors? No. Um, you know, in the old westerns, them doors that you they don't really open. You got to push them through, and they flat. You know what I mean? That's how the legs open. You know, for some women when they drink, but only when they drink. When they drink, when they sober, cold fish time. Cold fish, colder than frozen Charlie tuna. Charlie. But when they drink, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. I betcha. I make you holler, you had enough. Give it to me. Give me that funk, that funky stuff. Give it to me. Give me that what? Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. And unfortunately, some of these people who only have sex when they drink or will only have sex when they drink are in relationships. So any women that this applies to, you know, I mean, I've heard women say like, he knows that I'm not really attracted to him no more. I'm not really fucking with him like that no more. So he'll try to get me drunk. You know, like when we come home from work, he'll try to get me to drink because he knows that that'll make me a little horny. That'll make me want to do it to him. So after a while, I wasn't drinking nothing. So now I'm abstinent and sober. What's up? Now, what a lot of men learn when they start drinking is that you can hold a nut longer when you're drinking than when you're sober. A lot of men learn that, and then that's that they little superpower. So they want to drink every time they fuck. Like for a young man with a really active social sexual appetite, so you're gonna get drunk every night. You're gonna get drunk. Well, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a week. Like what are you doing? Yeah, because he knows that when he's sober, he gonna be busting off in 2 minutes or less, or whatever y'all chicks be talking about. But yeah, a lot of I've known women that only had sex when they drink. Now there's some deep, dark other problems going on when that's the case. But yeah. Okay. Stacey White says, I went through many stages of my life drinking. Okay. TK Wright says, those people just want to blame it on the alcohol. Yeah. Some people do. Saloon doors. That's what they call it. Yeah, saloon doors. Yeah, she drinking, then the legs open like saloon doors. But remember, saloon doors close again, right? But they open like saloon doors. Oh man, but yeah. So yeah, that's bad money though. But the things that people do only when they drink. But I'll tell you something else that a lot of people do only when they drink. Some people only smoke cigarettes when they drink. I think that's really weird, but I've known some people who did not smoke cigarettes on a regular basis. And I know they didn't smoke regular cigarettes on a regular basis because I would be with them on a regular basis. But I had like I knew a dude, and we used to hang out all the time. And I remember, had after we hadn't hung out for a good while, and we hung out again, whatever. And he at the bar and he's smoking. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, when you start smoking cigarettes? Cigarettes? He was like, I only smoke when I drink. I was like, since when? He was like, lately, but I don't smoke no other time. I don't buy cigarettes. I don't have a pack of cigarettes, whatever. But if I'll smoke smoke a little cigarettes, whatever, but only when I drink. I've known women who said the same thing. I don't smoke on a regular basis, but when I drink, I smoke. Like the smoking and the drinking go together. They say it give you like this extra feeling, this little boost or whatever, whatever. I mean, people try to say that cigarettes don't get you high, but it's a lie. It's a lie. It may not give you the kind of high that marijuana does or alcohol does, but it gives you something. It gives you some kind of boost. Because cigarettes, tobacco is a stimulant, but people be like, it helps me to relax. How can a stimulant help you to relax? So that lets you know right there that there is some sensation that cigarettes give you. And for the amount of people who are addicted to cigarettes, and I mean addicted to the point of they have developed all kinds of cardiovascular problems, and they still sneak and smoke cigarettes. For all of that, and for all of the lung cancer that it has caused, you mean to tell me that you dying or going to chemo and radiation and all of that shit over something that doesn't even give you a buzz? I don't think so. So there's some people who may only smoke when they drink. So boy Wilkins says, like Taki says, some women are freer, are more free when they drink. No shame. Some are more free, and some will only unlock the code. The safe is locked, combination and padlock. It depends. Now, from what I know, some women are all right. There's so many things that can go into the inhibition of sexual activity. For example, um, there may be daily pressures that you're under that can stop you from being able to either enjoy sex or have sex. For example, if you have children, multiple children, or whatever, you might not want to have sex in the house where the children are, whether they sleep or not, because you might be one of them screamer type chicks. You know what I mean? You might be a screamer. So, to you, having sex in the crib, even if you do it, you got to be quiet. You don't want your kids, waking up like, oh my God, my daddy or whoever Mr. Such and such is in there killing mom. But she just must love when he try to kill her, because she be making him dinner and asking him what he want and can't wait till he come back and just treating him real nice. Why would you do that? Why would you treat somebody who beats you that way? Why would you treat somebody so good that beats you the way he was beating you behind closed doors? So when a woman might drink, and if you get her away from the crib, like to a hotel, listen, I'm going to just say this. If you don't get the best sex in a hotel, then best sex is not available to you. Because chicks will do shit in a hotel that probably shouldn't be done. Shit that's outlawed in most states and all that kind of shit. So, yeah, you don't get oral at the crib. If you take it to the telly, you probably gonna get oral. You don't get anal at the crib. Yeah, you take it to the telly, you probably gonna be, she probably gonna enema that shit up. You know what I mean? You know, you gonna be all right. You gonna get your issue. So there are a lot of things, other things that can go into this. There are definitely a lot of things that can go into this. You know? So alcohol plus the right setting might bring out the best in her. So damn, every time you want the good stuff, you gotta take it to the Motel 6. You know what I mean? The extended stay, the Courtyard, Marriott Courtyard, you know, Howard Johnson's, Best Western, the Sheraton, the Hilton, the George Washington Lodge off the ramp, ramp of the turnpike. You know where the hookers be. All right, anyway. All right. Natural Release the Rap says, that's crazy. My cousin does smoke when he drinks. Yeah, he might not smoke no other time. And I don't, it is what it is. There's some things that we only do when we drink. Some things that we only do when we're in a relationship. Some things that we only do when we smoke. And smoking is a two-part thing, because you might be talking about smoking cigarettes, or you might be talking about smoking weed. You might be. And all of us know people who smoke weed. Some of us, or all of us, know some people who smoke weed too goddamn much. What are some things that people only do when they smoke weed? Sleep. Some people only sleep when they smoke weed. Some people only, talk shit when they smoke weed. Some people, you know what? One thing I don't associate smoking weed with is sexual activity. When I was younger, I thought like maybe weed was like a little aphrodisiac. It's really not. It's really not. Especially after you smoke weed too much, you don't be most dudes, just to keep it a buck, whether they smoke cigarettes or weed. But most lifetime weed smokers, once they get in their 40s, 50s, they dick ain't working no more anyway. It's kind of like a rat. I know niggas don't like to admit that shit, but I talk to their girlfriends. And like, that nigga, when he say Netflix and chill, he means Netflix and chill. Ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing. That thing is on downstroke. I'm telling you, smoking is the devil. Smoking is the devil. Okay. Stacey White says, Black and Mild gives you a high. I can't be the only one. Not with all these niggas wasting all this money on Newports. Newports must be doing something. I know the Marlboros was doing something. Worldwide. So he says, when I suffer from anxiety, I smoke the most. Okay. Smoked what though? You talking about cigarettes, or you talking about weed? And so he says, hell, they say when women turn 30, they're more sexually active. More like 40. More like 40. More like 40. So what he says, because that's where the nasty, dirty people go. To talk about the hotel. Natural Lisa Rap says, how do you know about the one on the off ramp? Because you see the hookers when you go on the off ramp. You see them. They be like, hey, want a date? The hotel. I would never pay for a hooker. But if I needed to, I know where to go. Mm-hmm. Did the George Washington or the Lincoln, the Abraham Lincoln Lodge off exit 17 on the PA Turnpike. Okay. More like Jersey. Them Jersey motels off of Route 38, 73. Yeah. They be out too. They be out. Savoy says, "Don't ask, don't tell." Naturally. That's right, Savoy. That's right, Savoy. That's what Lisa says. Weed smokers eat extra, pee extra, all in public. But see, the weed smokers that I know, after they have smoked weed for years, they don't get the munchies no more. They don't get red eyes no more and all that kind of stuff. The experienced smokers, they just, all I know they do, you know what they do? Today's weed smokers, they wanna argue or be resistant against pure logic. And they want to dress bummy. I'll tell you, I don't know if it's just me, but weed smokers do not dress fly. Some holding on, but for the most part, I'd be like, nigga, y'all look like bums. Oh, Savoy, you was talking about cigarettes? Okay. Y'all look like straight bums. These weed smokers be looking like bums. I be, you know, y'all know me. I be going hard. I be like, listen, man. That weed got you thinking that it's all right not to comb your hair, shape up your shit. You know what I mean? They got you thinking that it's all right to wear wrinkled clothes and all that shit. Nigga, you look like you've been sleeping in your shit. But they argue with you now. Weed smokers back in the day didn't argue. They was just like, man, I ain't got time for all that. I ain't got time for all that bullshit. Today's weed smokers look like the type you gotta remind to shower every day. Like, you know, like your kids. Did you brush your teeth today? Let me smell your breath. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And boy or girl, your tongue's so coated. It looked like you got a mink on that bitch. Go brush your teeth, your tongue. Matter of fact, after you get finished brushing your teeth and your tongue, we gotta take you to the doctor. What's that shit on your tongue? You look like somebody put some, what's that shit? Milk and magnesium on your shit. You look like you got icing on your tongue. You look like you just drunk some gold medal flour. You look like somebody just clapped the erasers or the chalkboard on your tongue. Speaking of clapping the erasers, wasn't that a fun thing to do when we was in school? Why was that so much fun? You know, I get to clap the erasers. So, that's right, Savoy Thrush. Looking bad out here. Looking bad out here. Your tongue looked like you licked the moon. Your tongue looked like blue cheese. You know how blue cheese look. Yeah, I mean, it's a natural state. Yeah, you got blue cheese tongue. What's those little crystals? That's how some weed smokers be looking. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show, and we are talking about only when I drink, only when I smoke, only when I'm in a relationship. Only when I drink, only when I smoke, only when I'm in a relationship. Only when I drink, only when I smoke, only when I'm in a relationship. Only when I drink, only when I smoke, only when I'm in a relationship. All right. Yeah. You know, well, but we don't have to limit this conversation to just these three things. I just wanted to lead off with these three things because I know that we would know well, we would have similar stories or things that we could relate to. There are a lot of things that people do in secrecy or in privacy that they will do outright only when they're in certain situations. Only when they're in certain situations. You know what I mean? Like unfortunately, this goes more towards drugs. Some people some people sniff coke or do other hard drugs, but they won't do them on their own. But a lot of people in the motorcycle clubs, because the motorcycle clubs nowadays, that's the adult gangs. You waited till you was 45, 50 years old to join a gang. It's not a gang, it's a motorcycle club. Yeah, well, you didn't never sniff coke before. Now you in there sniffing, but they might only do it when they're around their club members. Not a positive thing. Stacy says we all have demons that we have to deal with. You ain't never done a lot. But when we talking about the circumstances in which the demons come out, and some people choose to fight their demons, and some people just seem to submit to their demons. They just lay down in front of their demons, like, yo, demon, like, yo, you ain't even gonna put up a fight. No, you got this demon. It's all on you, D. It's all on you, demon. It's all on you. I mean, yeah, you know, what are some things? Well, this doesn't have anything to do with relationship, but there's some things that people will only do when kids are around. Can y'all think of anything that you might do as as a parent, like only when kids are around, you might do certain things. You might set a positive example, but only when the kids are around. Other than that, it's like, mm, or things that you might not do. Things that you might not do when kids are around, like cursing. Some people might curse like sailors, but when kids are around or when elders are around, no more. Mouth is washed out clean with soap. I've definitely known some people like that. I don't hold my tongue as much around kids, but when I'm around elders, I don't be cursing. I don't be cussing. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised. I don't even really cuss around my mom, to be honest with you. And it's not that she would have a big problem with it, but I'm good. So yeah, when my old heads are around, I don't like to be cussing like that. Kids, I'll definitely slow it down. Like I'm not gonna use certain words around kids, you know. Certain words. Certain words. Um TK Wright says some people don't feel comfortable enough to be emotional unless they're in a relationship. Okay. Man, this camera got a real wide angle. That pill box was all the way over there. Some of this shit out of the shot. Too much in the shot. Yeah. Oh no, listen, that can stay. Need that. Anything else? I'm gonna put this in the shot. You know, And then my gavel. Gavel. Put that in the shot. That in the shot. Wait, I see something blue. Is that it? No. Oh, okay. I know what that is. I don't think I can get that out of the shot. Okay. Okay, we good. Okay. Okay. She says, now they are overly emotional because they have been holding it in. Okay. Stacy White says, my little cousin never knew I had a tattoo until she seen me dressing. I had that tattoo for a long time, and then and then you didn't tell nobody. But I thought tattoos were, oh, Mo, depending on where the tattoo is. But I thought tattoos were so people could see them. What other reason would you have a tattoo? You know, like I thought tattoos were for displays. Like having a secret tattoo, that's like, it's like that age-old question. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, does it make a sound? Mm. If you have a tattoo that nobody's going to see, should you have to pay for it? I don't know. TK right says I hid mine from my parents at first. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. But Stacy says God don't want us marking on our body. Oh, it's in Leviticus. Well, it's a whole lot of people violating that sin. Woo! Shoot. You can't hide the tattoos from God, can you? God be like, I saw that. I'm like, God, God, like, man, is you crazy? Leviticus, huh? So boy says, I got my first tattoo in my 30s. Well, I guess he was old enough. TK Wright says my great grandmother Carrie was like, Vita B. What's up, Vita? She says, I remember getting my tongue pierced at 22, and I had to hide it for a few years until my uncle blasted me in front of my mom. Yo, yo. He said it was hilarious. All right. All right. TK Wright says I was in my early 20s. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Y'all got that tattoo shit. Like I said, I plan to be a fugitive from justice from one day. I plan to be on the run, and I can't have these distinguishable markings, tattoos, piercings snitching on me. So when I do what I gotta do out here on these streets, and then I go on the road and hiding at my cousin's crib down south to an undisclosed southern location, I'm going to get some bleach cream, like the Dominicans and Jamaicans get. So I'm gonna be light skinned. I'm gonna get a wig, so I won't be bald no more. and I won't have no tattoos, but then I might get a tattoo. Be like, it couldn't be Omar because he ain't never had no tattoo. I'd be like, yeah, it couldn't be me. They'd be like, boy, they ain't. Remember them old, remember them old lick 'em and stick 'em tattoos? Used to peel them. Used to peel them. I think didn't we have to lick them? And we remember the joy you would get from the store. You would get from the store. You peel them off, put them on your, put them wherever. That's how I wish tattoos was like that. I would get a tattoo if I could get it removed. I don't want nothing permanent. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. You know, yeah. On the run naturally. You know, I just know one day because as a black man, it's hard to stay out of jail forever. So I know one day I'm gonna have to. You know what I mean? Like, listen, man, listen, I gotta go down. You know, I had to handle this situation, but right now it's too hot up here, so I gotta take this little step. You didn't see me. I wasn't here. Wipe the whole place clean of my prints, DNA, bleach everything. You know what I'm saying? The bodies. I mean, whatever happened. And you don't know nothing, you ain't seen nothing. I wasn't here. You know what I mean? You can saw me, whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do. Where I'm going, they ain't got no phone, internet, nothing. I'm going to the center of the earth. You understand what I'm saying? You might don't see me no more, but if you do, it's not going to be no time. Have to be when this whole thing blow over. So Vita says, I have 2 tats. My mom's original signature on my arm, and my other arm says blessed. That's what's up. Savoy has 4. Savoy says tattoos are expressive and addictive. And don't forget expensive. This shit's cost too much money. It costs too much. Remember in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, you know, it used to be all these tattoo parties. Oh, we having a tattoo party. Oh, you know, discount on tattoos. You get a tattoo party. Yo, you go to a tattoo party. It wasn't nothing but a bunch of drinking and inking. I don't see no tattoo parties now. Mm-hmm. TK Wright says, I have 15 tattoos strategically placed and hidden except for 2. God damn. 15? Sheesh. Stacy says, I got a temporary one just to see if I really wanted one. Mm. But them temporary joints, you don't really get to choose what you want, do you? We got like the henna. You got henna. Ooh, CK Wright says food, drinks, and 3 tattoo artists. Them tattoo parties, boy, they was all the rage. They was all the rage around 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? I don't hear about none of that no more. Vita says, check out the show Ink Master. It is addicting. Yeah. Oh, you mean it's addicting for the people who are getting the tattoos? I could dig it. You know what I mean? You know, yeah. How do we get on the subject of tattoos? Okay, but speaking of tattoos, though, there's some people who will only get a tattoo when they drink because they say it hurts. They say it's a little uncomfortable. It sting a little bit. So some people will only get a tattoo after they've had a couple of drinks, which is interesting because they say that you're not supposed to drink when you get a tattoo because the the alcohol thins your blood so it can, but people don't care. Yeah, the alcohol thins out your blood or makes your blood thinner, so it can inhibit you getting it can make giving you the tattoo a little bit harder. Look at this. So boy says, Taki, I have a peace sign on my chest, bird in the sunset on my arm, heart on my other arm, and unicorn on my leg. TK right says there are personal and moral compromises that a person will make only when in a relationship or if they're drunk. Stacy says I was drunk and I didn't tell a man. This boy says if you're a masochist, pain is pleasure. Y'all listen, man, I'm not messing with y'all like that. Y'all different today. Is it safe to say that y'all will only comment on certain shows? I haven't figured out exactly what shows they are, but yeah, I see you. I say Let me see. Um, yeah. Um, let me think. Certain things that you'll only do. She said, "Don't judge me, Omar." No, no, no. That's my job. She said, "Don't judge me. This is me. Don't judge me. Order, order." No, you know what? Case this. No, yo, I sentence you to life. God damn. Contempt of court. Everything. Double life without the possibility of parole. Double life without possibility of parole. I'm gonna sell you down the river, sell your soul. I'm gonna have you in jail so long that your grandkids they're gonna be born locked up too. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's all good though. It's all good, baby. It's all good. All right. We about to get out of here in a minute, y'all. We about to get out of here in a minute. Want to holler at y'all on this Sunday. I think we did well. Did well today. Good participation today. Good participation. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Word. All right. Let me do this. Do this one thing. 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 Okay. Okay. We straight. This one thing. This one thing. Oh, Natural Lisa Rap says I would never share social security numbers or banking info unless in a relationship. Some people won't even do that in a relationship. But yeah, yeah. If you're the type to just go around giving out your social security number or go around, giving your pin numbers or your debit card or credit card numbers to just anybody. Look, even with companies, I don't be wanting to give it up sometimes. Like, what you need that for? All right, because this is the only way you can buy it online. I'm like, no, you can do a check online. You do a check, 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 do a check. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious, glorious, glorious April 2nd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. My girl, Andretta Rivers, happy birthday to you. And also Fred Mack, turning 38 years old today. And Breeze Janelle Breeze, happy birthday to you. And Lydia Brito, turning 41 years old today. And Hope Allen Wesley, happy birthday to you. And Angelica Perez Arroyo, turning 31 years old today. And Varunda Johnson, turning 39 years old today. And Baby Love Chapman, turning 60 years old today. And Baby Love Chapman's real name is Michelle. What up, Michelle? And also Sean Livingston, turning 61 years old today. And Lottie Bowling, turning 59 years old today. And Bruce Allen, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, Miss Irene Renee. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious. I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, turn up. Oh, I was supposed to say glorious April 2nd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, yo, check it out, break it on down, break it on down. Only when I drink, only when I smoke, only when I'm in a relationship. I said only when I drink, only when I smoke, only when I'm in a relationship. Only when I drink, only when I smoke, only when I well, only when I'm in a relationship. Yeah. There are going to be certain things that you only do at certain times with certain people when you feel a certain kind of way. Hopefully, the things that you do when you're in those situations, those exclusive situations, it's not because of any extended stress that you may be feeling or any hurt or any depression that you may be going through. You know, our secrets is our secrets are our sicknesses. Our secrets are our sicknesses. The things that you have to keep from certain people because you fear whatever are the things that haunt you all the time. And they will put you on go all the time or on notice all the time. And it makes it hard to enjoy life when you're moving through this world not being able to do the things that you want to do because you're afraid that somebody else is going to say something about what you're doing and how you're moving. But you got to do what you got to do. Can't forget about that part. You got to do what you got to do, kid. It's going to be all right. We all got some shit with us. All of us, every last one of them. Every last one of them. And it's going to be all right. We're going to get it worked out. We're going to do the damn thing. Going to give a shout. All right, y'all. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I appreciate y'all coming through, and I hope y'all enjoy listening to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. And we will be back tomorrow night for another daily Go Get 'Emism show. So make sure y'all come on through. Come on through. All right, so Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. Word. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobas. Yeah. On the other side, my boobas. 1, 2, on the other side, my boobas.